Edgar Schein's Humble Inquiry, and this comes from page 100 throughout the rest of the book. So I'm just going to read you some of the headers here. Developing the attitude of humble inquiry. Slow down and vary the pace. Reflect more and ask yourself humble inquiry questions. Become more mindful. Try innovating and engage the artist within you. Review and reflect on your own behavior after an event. Become sensitive to coordination needs in your work. As a leader, build relationships with your team members. Build cultural islands. So those tips, again, they're found in this book, and it's very important. I'm going to focus right now on reflecting on your own behavior after an event. So if you're a lean leader, if you're practicing operational excellence or using the transformation curve, I encourage you, as you go into a situation, either to help solve a problem or to help implement a new process, when you're facilitating or leading an event, afterwards, sit down and reflect and say, okay, what were the types of questions that I asked? You may even want to write those questions down and how you remember wording those questions in this scenario. Come up with the questions that you asked, and then ask yourself, how would you categorize those? What types of inquiry would you put those in? Is it diagnostic? Is it process? Is it truly humble inquiry? Is it confrontational? This is a great book, a great guide. Figure out where you're currently at, and then reflect, and then maybe say, okay, how could I have worded this question differently, or how could I have changed this whole scenario around the questioning? So you may have asked a completely different question, or you may have listened better, but how can you change your mentality to become a humble leader and ask humble questions? So again, it's not just about asking questions or asking open-ended questions. It's about being genuinely curious and practicing humble inquiry. So I encourage you to pick up this book. Again, there's a link on my Facebook page, the Leaders Library on Facebook. This is Ed Schein's Humble Inquiry, and I'm Steve with the Leaders Library.